It's ColecoVision. It's brand new games. I'm playing them next. Don't go anywhere. Hey everybody, it's me, Scott Galaxy. Thank you for joining me for another episode of The Layman Video Gamer. Today is a really cool day because it's not often that you get new games for a system that came out nearly 40 years ago, and that's exactly what's happened today. We've got some new games, 3 new games in fact, that we're going to take a look at for my beloved ColecoVision. This probably doesn't come to a shock to many of you who already know me, but ColecoVision is one of my favorite systems of all time. It is a collection that I am nearly complete. I've only got like 2 or 3 left, mainly educational stuff and really expensive ones. So, you know, who knows when we'll finish that, but I'm super close. But it's a library that I absolutely love, and I've just made it better with these 3 new games that just came in from Opcode. So I'm just going to pull them out in order here. We've got 3 of them, like I said. So let's take a look at Donkey Kong Arcade, the box. Really nicely done. This was shrink wrapped when I received it yesterday in the mail. And the box is just really, it's sturdy. It feels high end, and it's held down with these magnets that are inside here. So this is a really nice presentation for this game. I really, really love it. So you open it up, you get yourself a nice card, a DK card. It says DK Arcade. They're like collector's cards. So if you can keep those for a collection, display them, whatever you want to do. And this comes with every game that Opcode sends to you. But Super Game Cartridge Catalog, and this just kind of has all the games available that you can buy with a membership. By the way, you need to get a membership with them for this to be able to get these games. Now it comes with a cool manual. This manual is very nice, colorful. They did not, and it's nice. I mean, the pages. I mean, it's one of those where it feels like it's almost like a laminate on this, but it's so well done, and I can't say enough how impressed I am with the presentation of these games, and just the box and all that. So it comes in this nice styrofoam area for the cartridge. It's nicely wrapped, and this is what the Donkey Kong Arcade cartridge looks like. Again, nicely done. Feels awesome. They did a great job with the sticker on this, but that is the game physical. Let's go take a look and see what this looks like. Let's go pop it in. Now, before you begin, it is very important to point out that you need to have a Super Game module to play this, or any of the games I'll be talking about today. So make sure you have one and that it's plugged into your ColecoVision before you play these games. You can see there are a number of options to choose from: lives, bonus life points, player 2 color, and sprite mode, which you can either choose more colors or less flicker. We'll select less flicker to begin with, and you'll see later on in the gameplay where I've selected more colors, and you'll see that flicker is definitely more prevalent. And I think it's a brilliant idea to have that option to turn it either way. There is also a US mode or a Japanese mode. The difference is that the Japanese mode has a structured layout of the stages, while the US version has a variable structure that we're all accustomed to. But the biggest difference may be that the Japanese version won't have any barrels rolling down ladders near the top, while the US version obviously does. But keep your eyes open because there are subtle differences between the two as well. So let's talk about graphics. You've already seen the first cutscene, which was not present in the original ColecoVision release back in the early 80s. You can also see that all the girders from the original arcade version are present as well. The original ColecoVision release did not. Even compared to the Atom version of Donkey Kong, this one reigns supreme, both graphically and with gameplay. And this is simply the best version of DK on ColecoVision, hands down. But here's something I didn't know, and I just want to slap myself silly for not knowing this, like never knowing this. But the items that Jumpman, not Mario, picks up in the levels are not just random items. They actually belong to Lady, who is the damsel in distress. The idea is that she dropped them as Donkey Kong carried her away, so it's your job, being a gentleman, to pick them up and give them back to her. If, of course, you can save her. Now, here is the more color option. You can see it looks better, certainly. The barrels and the fire have more color, but there's definitely a good amount of flickering, which, if I'm being honest, doesn't really bother me. I'm used to that with some of the ColecoVision games that have come out, so it really doesn't bother me, and I love seeing those extra colors. Overall, this is a perfect ColecoVision port of the biggest game on ColecoVision, period. So there you have it. That is Donkey Kong Arcade. Now, on to our second one. Gradius. Again, same box. I won't go through all the features again, but super nice. Another great, like a Gradius card you get with it. Again, the Super Game Cartridge catalog. We won't go through that, but once again, this manual is just pristine. Like really, really nice. But it gives you everything. And back in the day, you remember when you used to get these manuals. I mean, I would read through them as much as I could, being a kid and my attention span not being probably wonderful. But nowadays, I love going through these old, like going through my old manuals and just reading those. So I will read the rest of this from the front page to the end. And but it's just because I'm into that now. But anyway, that is Gradius. Here's the cartridge. Much like Donkey Kong, it's the sticker is very well done. And again, feels very high end. So let's take a look at this. Let's go pop it in, see what it looks like. Gradius was not an original release for ColecoVision back in its heyday, and to be honest, it likely wouldn't have done it justice anyway, with multiple enemies and tons of items on screen and the side-scrolling graphics across 8 stages. It really probably just wouldn't have looked as good as what you're seeing right now. Now obviously the graphics are great, but the coolest element to this game is the option mode. There is an arcade mode and an MSX mode, which includes an additional stage, once only exclusive to Japanese home computers. The auto fire is a godsend, considering this could have been a thumb destroyer. I can already tell that if I had to click it as many times as I shoot, my thumb would not have survived the day. So I'm very thankful to have it. I mean, look, overall, this is a fantastic game. The controls are tight and the options are on point. I'm super stoked to have picked this game up. Can't wait to play it more. So that's Gradius. And last but not least is Moon Cresta. And much like the other ones, here's the card, the collector's card, and the manual for Moon Cresta. I won't go through all of it, but looks nice. Points out all the, looks like all the features, etc. And then, of course, here's the cartridge itself. This may be my favorite sticker of all of them, but it's really nice, really nice. So let's go take a look and see what Moon Cresta has in store. If I'm being honest, I don't remember much about Moon Cresta back in the 80s arcades. But then I realized it's because it wasn't called Moon Cresta here in North America. It was called Eagle. Either way, it's basically a cross between Galaxian, it even sounds familiar, and Demon Attack, one of my favorite games. In fact, Galaxian is one of my favorite games, so really a win-win. This, like Donkey Kong, has a sprite mode where you can either select more colors or less flicker. And as far as ports go, this is a pretty darn good one. The sounds are very similar, and the gameplay is nearly identical to the arcade. There are some fun features in this game, like redocking with your base ship, but overall, it's a typical 80s shooter that looks, again, very identical to the original. So if you like these type of games, then you're definitely going to love Moon Cresta. Or Eagle. Moon Cresta, Eagle. Moon Cresta. So there you have it. Those are the new games from Opcode for ColecoVision. And it's, again, you have to have that super game module to play these. So make sure to get yourself a super game module if you already have a ColecoVision. Is it worth the price? You know, it's not cheap to buy these games, and you also have to have a membership, but I would say 100% absolutely worth the price. And it's for a system, like I said, that I love, so I am hook, line, and sinker already. But if you love your ColecoVision and you love really good games, go out and get yourself these wonderful homebrews from Opcode, and I'll leave some details below on how to do that. But let me know what you guys think. Is this something that you're interested in? Are you already Opcode members? Do you already get these games? What do you think about the games? I'd be curious to see what you guys' thoughts are on that. And I mean that, really. And I will respond to every comment that I can. But that's it for me today. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you like what you saw, please subscribe. Check out the other videos I have here, and we'll see you again on another episode of The Layman Video Gamer. Hopefully. Come on back.